Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it appears that there's been a bit of a hit piece against my name. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it appears that Zome has made a response. He has, in fact, dropped the video. And when I read this title, there's one statement that I can comfortably say. I am embarrassed because I happen to be the subject matter of this awful, terrible, literally garbage video. And I am so thankful that I decided to wait about 20 hours to react to this. Zome actually waited until I stopped stream yesterday to upload this. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm glad that that delay occurred because he has literally sabotaged himself through the web of lies he has constructed and the narrative that has collapsed on top of him. And we're gonna be covering every little, not even little, every massive mistake he's made trying to cover up the rampant racism present on his channel, present on his server, and I'm gonna be honest at this point, present within himself. Because we have undeniable proof, ladies and gentlemen. Zome has confirmed for me himself that he is, in fact, one of the biggest racists in the space. So without further ado, I've got all the glue. You can see all the tabs up here. I have also pre-watched this video. Zome's gonna try to convince you that pre-watching a hit piece against you is bad, but Zome doesn't stream. Zome's barely a content creator, for frankly gonna be honest. So I wouldn't take his word on how a streamer should respond to hit pieces made against them. So with that out of the way, and all the disclaimers made, let's get right on into this.
Let me start this video off by telling you that the amount of mental gymnastics you had to go through to somehow paint me.
It was very easy because I didn't perform any mental gymnastics at all. I just simply had the context of the situation and the facts and then presented to you a situation. And you really have the best comment on the screen over here. You pinned this post for the sole purpose of having it ridiculed by your entire community. You want to know how I know this? Because you're on the record talking about this concept called, I'm making sure that I get the exact quote from Zome himself. It's something called the pin of shame. And you're on the record yourself indicating that that's why you pin posts. So the reason for why you pinned this post up here in the first place, which is detailing the struggles of ESL people, it's because it was a pin of shame. And when you're pinning of shading a post talking about the struggles of ESL people, I'm going to assume that's racist.
As racist is
so that's the first thing. Don't worry, there's more.
Absolutely embarrassing, and it is beyond pathetic.
So he opens up this video with, instead of actually addressing any of the takes, just immediately says the takes are invalid. You'll notice this a lot across the video. He doesn't actually show what I said. He doesn't actually let the viewer make a judgment on what I've actually said in my videos. He just summarizes it for you, and he summarizes it incorrectly. That's actually the definition of gaslighting and lying.
Saint, let me just tell you one thing right off the bat. You might be able to play this game of spreading misinformation with others.
Proof?
But you will not be able to do that shit with me. Now, this video will be split into two parts. The first part will be in regards to his second video about me.
Bro, he's so tough, man. He's so tough, bro. You will not be able to do that with me, St. Tontus! You will not be able to spread your misinformation any longer! You can tell that was probably his internal monologue based off the way that he's sounding at the moment.
And the second part of this video will be in regards to his first reaction about me. And I will disprove all of the things he said,
He won't.
his claims about me. I will disprove all of these things, and I will make sure
I appreciate the 20k biddies, you know, feet lover.
everybody gets to see the full truth. I beg you guys, just please, before you comment, watch the full video. I beg you. Oh, and while we're at it, would you mind explaining that meme right there?
This is the most hilarious thing ever. So let's just let this entire segment play out, and then I'll provide a explanation from my end.
Isn't that literally a 9/11 meme? I hope you are aware of the fact that the people in this meme, the people this meme is about, died in a horrific incident. I hope you are aware of that, because what you're doing right now is very disrespectful towards all the people who died during 9/11.
So what you just heard Zome get on was a soapbox surrounding how offensive 9/11 actually was for the American people. One thing that you should know about Zome, though, is that he's actually a resident of Germany. And so, as a, I guess, like, German national, right, he's going ahead and he's insinuating what Americans should be offended by. Let me tell you what American media makes jokes about. Are you ready for this one? Mainstream media in America. Fox News, NBC, both the conservative and liberal side of America. You want to know what they make fun of? Ooh, I think we all forgot that. Did we all forget that this was a thing? Like, did you guys all forget that this was a thing? Oh, but you might be saying, oh, but Family Guy's on Fox News, so it's for conservatives. But then again, it's 9/11 jokes from... You also got Saturday Night Live doing the same thing. They're also making jokes about 9/11. So apparently, Zome, the German guy, now wants to hold me to higher standards than American national media. Guys, this is the type of soapbox that they're trying to get on to excuse the rampant racism surrounding his server and his channel. They're going ahead and they're trying to hold me to higher fucking standards than, like, Fox and NBC. Because apparently they can make 9/11 jokes, and I guess that it's really bad for me to do that. Brother, I'm a U.S. citizen. I'm a U.S. citizen. Get off my fucking back. What a freak.
Wait, but what about that one? How are you gonna explain this?
Up to you.
He just gave up. Oh, this is a Mr.
I don't know what this channel is about anymore. I don't even know what this channel is about anymore. Fuck it. I cannot find the other video that he made about me. Yeah, and I'm the one with the ego.
Ooh, you cooked me, Mr. Pokey.
Damn, I cooked Saint Tontas.
It's just gonna lead to this endless cycle of...
You are literally mocking Mr. Pokey
Yep, I'm mocking Mr. Pokey.
for his accent and...
No, I'm not. I'm mocking Mr. Pokey because I'm trying to sound like Mr. Pokey. And when you're trying to sound like somebody to mock them, a part of that is mimicking their accent. And you want to know the reason for why I explicitly mocked Mr. Pokey? Because that, right, that take over there, it was actually a response to a video that Pokey had already made. This video was released and recorded before that segment you just played over here. So let me give you the reason for why I'm mocking Mr. Pokey.
Hey, kanina, this fucking uncle want to talk about Singapore. I got fucking problem with my accent of my country. Limpe happily minding my own fucking business. This one will be a condescending towards my entire country. My friend Pokey called him a dog, right? I will show him a lot of fucking face already. No fucker hell. Tagton also called him a dog, right? Right, Tagton also say he's a fucking dog, right? How? Why so pressed? PMS, ah? He called you a good boy, ah? Want me to feel trees or not? Kanina, your fucking ass also jealous of the amount of shit coming out from your mouth every other day. There's nothing fucking right in your left brain, nothing fucking left in your right brain, and you still want to pretend you got a brain.
You wanna know why he's doing all of this? Because the quote verbatim from me was that I referred to Mr. Pokey as the guy from Singapore. So I called him the guy from Singapore, and he crashed out on me, speaking like Singlish for like a whole 2 minutes. And so after that, I mock him by trying to sound like him during this segment, because he literally is just talking shit about me for a whole 2 minutes. You can, like, read the translation down here of what he's saying.
Fucking want to go out of my country, insinuate other people.
And so if you're going to go in, clutch your pearls once again, Zome, and say, how dare you make fun of Mr. Pokey after he literally verbally harassed you for 2 minutes in his native language? Oh, my bad, bro. Like, so those are some of the attacks, right? Those are some of the attacks that Zome has already decided to levy against me in the first minute and 33 seconds of the video. You can probably guess, right, how the rest of this video is going to go based off of how easily I have been able to refute and just completely wash away those first 2 allegations. So let's keep going. I'm actually going to ramp up the speed a little bit because, well, we're going to have to get through a lot of glue because there's a lot of lies and actual gaslighting, lack of context in this video. And I've already shown you a massive amount of it already. So yeah, we're going to have to go faster. But again, like I said, guys, I'm going to have to show a lot of glue.
and making fun because of the way he talks. And you are
Okay, that's a little bit too fast. He's a little bit mad. He's kind of talking fast.
claiming that I'm racist because I exposed somebody for using AI in their videos.
No, I didn't say you're racist for exposing someone for using AI in your videos. I initially said your video had racist undertones if you knew all the context beforehand. Then you found out the context afterwards and then proceeded to pin of shame a post detailing the exact context. Wait, where was it? Where was it? He had that little segment at the start. Ah, right here. It was in the first 7 seconds of the video. So you found out all the context of Glaive being ESL and having a writing problem, and then afterwards pin of shame this post after getting the context. That's like one of the most racist things I've ever seen. You get a comment telling you, hey, his usage of AI isn't because out of like laziness or to make slop. It's because he has a language barrier and he's using AI to solve it. You pin that so people can make fun of it. How is that not racist? I don't know how it's not. Genuinely, can someone explain to me how pinning it afterwards, after getting the context, is not racist? I don't know. I can't rationalize it. And that's why I said, after seeing this pinned comment, that I am very confident you're a racist.
Making fun because of the way he talks. And you are claiming that I'm racist because I exposed somebody for using AI in their videos.
Also, I didn't make fun of the way that Pokey talked. I'm making fun of Pokey because he's stupid. I'm making fun of Pokey's stupidity, not the way he talks. So, again, we've, lied about my content.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, buddy. Oh, shit, and what about that one?
So, you wanna know what the funniest part about this is? All this does is just prove how non-toxic my server is. Do you want to know why? He's putting incriminating messages in here. If you know about Discord, a white name means the person's not on the server. So all he's showing is that people who type offensive messages like this are no longer on my server, which is like good PR, like good. That's good for me. So he doesn't even know what he's showing. He doesn't even know what he's showing on the fucking screen. These are banned, timed out, or they got kicked and never came back. So I don't care that they're not here. They're toxic and got removed.
Wait, hold on. Isn't that your server?
This is a black guy joking about DEI. If I had banned this conversation, I also would have gotten in trouble. So what is the point of even showing this one? It's a black guy joking about DEI with another person. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, like, banning that would probably cause me issues too.
Aren't those literally people from your server?
This isn't even that crazy. They're talking about like DEI at work.
So we got Ben Tao.
Okay, so this is one person that's still on my server. This message pretty much should have been moderated as no DEI stuff. And I'm gonna be honest, right? I'm not gonna go ahead and say, oh, you can't discuss like, oh, Concord and stuff like that. That's obviously what's being implied, right? But the wording over here is obviously too aggressive, and that's why it's got the skull emojis. This is something that, this is like one, so this is like the one message over here that's like a little bit off. We would have just told them to edit it to say like DEI stuff or something like that. But yeah, if this is what they're trying to get from my server, I'm going to be real with you over here. If this is supposed to be incriminating, all we did was show A, banned people that aren't on my server anymore. B, a goofy DEI joking conversation between a black guy and a bi guy. And then somebody who should have been a little bit less offensive with one part of their wording. But this is the thing, right? People are going to go ahead. And unfortunately, I've got to expose some of my viewers over here that are a little bit stupid. I'm going to look up one comment in particular from down here, because there's been some people on the record saying some very, very, very stupid things regarding my community and my Discord versus the guy that you're seeing making this actual video. And let me just go ahead and see over here if I can find the guy. I should be able to at this point. No, we still got to keep going. There's a lot of comments on this video. We'll get to it. There's way too many comments on this video. And that's the unfortunate part when this video has so much misinformation and so much actual gaslighting. Yeah, I should have taken a screenshot of it. Yeah, maybe they deleted it. Anyways, one of the comments that I saw that I think might have gotten deleted now that we've gone over this segment was this idea that my community on Discord and Zome's community were pretty much exactly the same, right? Like, I was just a massive hypocrite for deciding to call out the content that's on his Discord. I'm just gonna go ahead and re-show some screenshots, right? Taken from Zome's Discord. And you can compare them to the worst instance that you're seeing on my screen right now. Oh, sorry, that's some other stuff. So that's the type of stuff that's on Zome's Discord. And this person made this post today. They're also on the record. Okay, well, that's just a follow-up. Who could have seen that one coming? Calling Glaive Keel a Jew several days ago. So the same guy that called Glaive Keel a Jew several days ago is today denying the Holocaust and praising Hitler. The guy that called Glaive Keel a Jew after you announced that you were making a hit piece on him. So in your Discord, Zome, you announced that you're targeting a CC, then your community calls them a Jew, and then proceeds to praise Hitler afterwards. And like, I guess this is the thing. You're German. Don't they have like a national law against this? Like, he's hosting a Discord server that's praising anti-Semitism. I'm just gonna be honest. That's not a great look to be from Germany, publicly confirmed from Germany, and then in your Discord, you're praising Nazis. And then you're not banning people for calling other content creators Jews. I'm just gonna be honest. Yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, so that's what Zome's Discord looks like compared to mine. So you can see over here that Zome's attempts to kind of like fling shit around to make everybody seem dirty, to make it seem like the things that are said on his Discord aren't nearly as like bad in comparison, that other Discords are similar. This is Zome, again, gaslighting his audience by refusing to show what's on his Discord ever, because it's really fucking bad. This means we can say it's really bad. Let's keep going though.
And shit in your own server. You know, I could take these screenshots out of context and link them to you as a person, but I'm not gonna sit here and gaslight.
You could. It's just the link is very weak.
Like my viewers
you're German and you have literal Hitler fans in your Discord.
To thinking you are a bad person.
And then you have them call other CCs Jews, and then you don't ban them. There's no moderation done.
Because of people who have nothing to do with you. You may do that. You can do that with me all you want, but I'm not going to do the same.
Because the worst thing, one of my Discord members, of my 60k Discord members, the worst thing one of them said was that they were celebrating that no DEI games won one player's voice. Your community is praising Hitler, and they've been saying incredibly toxic things this entire time, and only after we've exposed them did you decide to ban this guy. The white name now means he's banned, but the blue name here means that he's been doing this, and the person only got banned after being caught. And you want to know what I bet is also happening? They probably just rejoined the server on an alt, because remember, this is a safe space, guys. It's a safe space sponsored by Zome. A safe space sponsored by Zome to be saying shit like this and posted images like this too. But hey guys, my Discord's really bad, right? Yeah, my Discord's really bad.
Because I'm actually fair. I'm not going to twist your words. I'm not going to sit here and make up lies about you. I'm only showing.
So Zome has already committed to not making up lies about me, but he's already spread multiple lies at the start of the video, right? Misconstruing why I called him racist, going ahead, grandstanding about 9/11, and of course, providing awful context surrounding the Mr. Pokey mockery. So yeah, he said he's already gonna not lie. He's already lied.
What's actually going on by being completely fair. And I will not accuse you of things you never did. I don't
He does.
want to see anybody in the comments saying anything about me without watching the full video, because I will be honest and I will be fully transparent in this video.
Stop crying. Like, just, if you're gonna start crying on the mic, just get off the fucking mic, bro. You sound like you're about to burst into tears. This is a recorded video. You can just go again. Why did you choose the recording when you sound like you're about to cry?
This will be my last video on this topic because he clearly cannot provide any valid arguments with.
Bro's doing the digital equivalent of picking up his toys and leaving the sandbox. Unfortunately, what I don't think he realizes is that trying to drop the mic after dropping a video filled with just the entire thing is just a complete lie. What are we doing here?
Without twisting words, making up things about me, and lying to his own audience.
So, Zome over here is saying that I'm lying to my own audience. I think now is the perfect time for us to reveal the biggest lie of all when it comes to Zome. Because this entire video, as you can probably start guessing, is just projection. Projection is when you take your own wrongdoings and you apply it to the other party in an attempt to try to mitigate the actual bad things that you're doing. Zome has announced multiple times that I'm a liar, I'm a gaslighter, I'm manipulating my audience. Let me show you what actual gaslighting, actual lying, and actual manipulation look like. Are you guys ready? This is a post that Zome made very recently on his Discord. This reminds me of when I got banned from 1 month from Rocket League because I said the N-word with the hard R in the chat. That shit was like 3 years ago, and this is the important part, the good old times. And look who he's having a fun little conversation with over here. Look who he's talking about, chumming about dropping the hard R with. Bro's out there chumming with his Nazi brother in arms about how much fun he had dropping the hard R back in the day. Like, literally, that's what this is. He's chumming with a Nazi about how much fun he had dropping the hard R 3 years ago. That's rough. That's rough, brother. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It's rough. That's really bad. But this is the best part. He's on the record saying this. It already looks terrible, but he has an excuse, right? Let's read out this excuse. This was on his pinned comment of the video. Here's what's gonna happen next. He will use a screenshot of me from my Discord where I said I used the N-word in a Rocket League match 3 years ago. Sorry to burst your bubble, Saint, but I'm black. Feel free to take any screenshots you want, though. You can't cancel me. So I think you're already eligible for a cancellation because this is both you bragging about or reminiscing about dropping N-bombs, but you're doing it with a literal Nazi. So that's probably enough for you to be canceled on your own. But wait, there's more. There was an edit made to this comment where Zome said he was black. Let's read this. Make fun of me all you want, show whatever screenshots you want. I will no longer respond to someone like you. Here's what will happen next. You will use a screenshot of me from my Discord where I used the N-word in a Rocket League match 3 years ago. Sorry to burst your bubble, Saint, but I was a minor at the time and oh, we got another former minor in the house. So we got a former minor, but that's the excuse after we had already said we were black. So the first excuse was we're black. The second, I was a former minor at the time. But there's nothing in here about being black. So that might have you thinking, is he black or is he not? And then he drops a third comment. And this is the one that's actually on the video right now. I'm not black.
The fuck?
So he went from black to not black in the span of like 3 hours. How does he have any leg to stand on to say that I could be lying to my audience when you literally were black and then not black in 3 hours on a pinned comment directly addressing your audience? What, is bro Mystique from the fucking X-Men? What the fuck is going on? This should call into question immediately everything you see in this fucking video. He developed this video on the stance that I'm a liar, that I'm trying to mislead you. And Zome is over here lying about his race to excuse his racism. That is one of the most racist things I've ever seen. This is what I meant by there's undeniable proof provided by Zome himself that he is a racist. How can you be racist? Or how can you not be racist after you're lying about being black to excuse spamming the N-word with the hard R? How is that not racist? Tell me. This is the same guy. Remember, this is the same guy.
Go through to somehow paint me.
That pinned a post. Pin of shamed a post for the sole purpose of making fun of ESL people. That same guy is now on the record lying about being black to excuse himself dropping the N-word with the hard R. Guys, there's more. That's the crazy part. There's literally fucking more. So yeah, that's my response to the allegations that I'm lying to my audience. So we were on like the twisting words part.
Own audience. I'm sorry, but I cannot take somebody like him seriously.
Right here.
Take somebody like him seriously, and I will no longer respond to anything, no matter what kind of screenshots without context he pulls up. I don't care. My viewers have a competent brain, and they will understand if something is true or not.
So Zome is under the impression, and Zome is basically saying right here, anything that I show is without context and shouldn't be taken as proof. He hasn't shown anything that I showed or attempt to disprove or provide any context at all for any of these incriminating messages. No context for lying about being black. No context for why you're chumming it up with a neo-Nazi about, again, why are you having fun with a neo-Nazi like this that you know is posting stuff like this and is also calling Glaive Keo a Jew after you make a hit piece video on him? You are a funnel to CCs being called Jews. I don't understand. Why aren't you addressing any of those topics? All he said was, I'm lying, Saint is wrong, he providing no context, don't look at what he's saying. That means what he's done is indefensible. And you want to know the best part about this? This also means, based off of him faking being black, we also know that Zome will lie when he's under pressure. That has been established. When Zome is under pressure and he's feeling the heat, he's going to make shit up. It's demonstrably proven that he does that. He makes things up on the spot. I can prove he's done it in this video.
I'm just glad I have an audience of people who can think for themselves without blindly trusting somebody's words. But if you guys want to...
So, Zome is saying his audience can think for themselves. He's literally asking them to blindly trust his words because he's refusing to show any clips from my video or stream.
blindly trust his made-up accusations, feel free to do that. But unlike Sane...
Oh, and I also have a bit of an update on the neo-Nazi in his server. He's not banned. He's actually there. Yeah, no, he's not actually banned on the server. He just changed his name to White, so it looks like he's not on the server anymore. So, yeah, the neo-Nazi guy that Zome is chumming it up with, that has literally... The neo-Nazi guy that Zome chums up with, that's on the record saying the Holocaust didn't happen and is praising Hitler, yeah, he's still on the server. Like, I don't even know what to say at this point. You're creating a safe space for neo-Nazis in German, as a German national. I don't know. I think he's just stupid.
I am someone who will always be honest on this channel, and I will always tell you guys the truth
Then why aren't you talking about any of your actual Discord messages?
without twisting somebody's words. First of all, I never made fun of Glaive for being Indonesian or not being able to speak English well.
I never said you did. So, the first thing that Zome does to address my takes is to literally strawman and gaslight the audience. Because I, in no circumstance, ever actually called him racist. Do you want to know what I actually said? And do you want to know what Zome isn't going to show? I'll show you literally exactly what I said. This is what I literally said in the video. Able to respond without using a translator, we're gonna make fun of you. So this video, when you know all the facts, essentially is, when you know all the facts, is like literally a racist attack. When you know all the facts, it's a racist attack. The implication of that statement is, if you don't know all the facts, it's not. Let me give you a very simple analogy. If there's a 4-year-old kid, they go up to a black kid, and then they say, oh, you're so dark. That's not racist. Because it's being said by a 4-year-old who has incredible ignorance about the world and societal norms. However, if a 20-something-year-old says that to another 20-something-year-old, and then obviously, right, there's some nasty implications behind it, that statement then becomes racist. So the idea is, your context, your knowledge surrounding the other person is what makes the statement racist, or what makes it a racist attack. And if you didn't, which you're claiming right now, then it wasn't. But to say that I called you racist is literally a lie, because that's not what I say in the video. Glaive because he doesn't know enough English. That's what it is. Because that's why he's using AI. The only reason why Glaive is using AI is because he doesn't have enough writing skills. And what I say afterwards, you can literally see in the transcript. If you have all the context, the video has racist undertones. It has racist undertones if you have the knowledge and the context, which is what the paragraph started with. So essentially, Zome over here has painted the narrative that I called him a racist because he can't understand my video. He can't understand that I put the qualifier of, if you knew about all of these things regarding Glaive at the very start. Doesn't the video title say exposing the biggest racist? Yeah. What do you think I'm doing in this video? I'm watching a previous YouTube video. Yeah, you can see I'm playing back a previous YouTube video. And you want to know what we cover in this actual Zome is racist video? We cover the actual tweets over... We cover the DMs. Yeah, we show his Discord server in this video. We show him pin of shaming a tweet explaining how his video could be racist to Glaive. And then all he's inviting is shit in the comment section to go attack Glaive even further. Yo, what's up, Techie? I saw your comment on this guy's video, too. I think you said you wanted to farm the drama. It's gonna be over soon, brother. This guy is cooked. This guy is fucking cooked. So, yeah. As you've clearly seen from all the stuff that's getting shown over here, Zome is literally actually gaslighting the audience. And this is where we're actually going to pull out the notepad for the first integral point. I actually don't think we need it because this shit is such a slam dunk. Zome said I called him racist. I said if you had all the context surrounding Glaive and made the video, it's racist. If there wasn't context, it isn't. And Zome just went ahead and decided to unilaterally say that I called him racist. You know what that means, guys? That means he just didn't understand my fucking video. And he's blaming me for his lack of comprehension.
In fact, I literally said in that video, the part which you did not watch and you skipped on purpose, that I have nothing against Glaive.
I didn't skip any essential parts of Zome's video. You want to know the exact part of Zome's video that I skipped? I'll show you the part of Zome's video that I skipped right here. I'll give you the exact reason for why I skipped it. I'll give you the exact reason. He starts schizoing out. Oh, here we go. I got it.
The scripts himself to some degree. But overall, it's pretty obvious.
Oh, wait, no. I gotta look up companies. Here we go. This is why I skipped your dog shit video. Let me explain it to you in detail so you can stop lying to your audience, because one of the takes that Zome makes is that I skipped his video, skipped parts of it to avoid arguments that would deflate my argument. This is why I skipped his video.
Like this. Here's the real danger. When you're shutting down good faith criticism, you're not just silencing companies.
You misread complaints as companies because you're a fucking dumbass, and then proceeded to go on a 2-minute monologue about how Glaive's writing makes no sense because you can't fucking read.
You're hurting the game in the long run. Dude, you could have just said something like, when you're shutting down genuine or good faith criticism, you're hurting the game in the long run. That's it. Why would you put, you're not just silencing companies?
This is what I mean. I skipped this part of the fucking video because you're literally on a 2-minute tangent because you can't fucking read. So you have turned me skipping your massive fuck up because you can't fucking read and are gaslighting your audience into saying that I like skipped essential parts of your argument. No, I skipped it because this point makes no fucking sense because you're reading complaints as companies, you dipshit. Imagine going ahead and just lying to your audience and then saying that I'm dodging your arguments because I'm skipping the worst part of your terrible video. This is what I meant by Zome is a literal gaslighter. Zome is a literal liar because he doesn't show the part that I skipped.
Indonesian or not being able to speak English well. In fact, I literally said,
and see how mad he sounds? I think he's sounding mad to excuse the fact he knows he's lying.
In that video, the part which you did not watch and you skipped on purpose.
Look, he's saying that I skipped parts of... No, bitch. I skipped your fucking video because it's shit. I skipped this part because you can't fucking read. Imagine turning it around on me. The dog shit quality of your video, you managed to turn it into an attack on me. That's the level of gaslighting you have performed today. Incredible. You want to know what my actual reaction was? You want to know what my actual reaction was to that part? I'll show you. And there's a reason why Zome decided not to play that part in his video. I'll look it up. I'll show you. Because I'll show the receipts. I'll show the proof. I'll show the evidence that Zome won't. And you want to know what the best part is?
Here's the real thing.
Zome should know how to easily get these. Because Zome's thing was that he took transcripts from YouTube and then put them into AI checkers. So why wasn't Zome able to open up my transcripts and find the exact parts that he's talking about? Oh, wait. He's trying to lie to you, so he's incorrectly paraphrasing my video, refusing to show the actual context, and then just telling you what I did. That's called lying if your audience hasn't watched my video, and that's called gaslighting if they have. So you are literally a liar and a gaslighter. So let me tell you exactly what I said when I skipped.
danger. When you're shutting down good faith criticism, you're not just silencing companies, you're hurting the game in the long run. Dude, you could have just said something like, when you're shutting down genuine or good faith criticism, you're hurting the game in the long run. That's it. Why would you put, you're not just silencing companies in there? If it was a human being writing that script, you wouldn't even get the idea to put—
You can literally see me looking to skip ahead at this exact part while you're just saying literal nonsense. I am literally looking at the tabbing bar down here, trying to find out where I can fucking go, because I know this point makes no fucking sense. This is why he decided to not show the clip from my stream, so he can just— it's not even the same part. You can see I'm in the left corner over here. This is where I skip. He shows me in the right. So he just used random fucking B-roll from my stream and just lied. He just grabbed random B-roll and just lied in the video. And this is the guy saying that I'm gaslighting and that I'm lying. I've shown you the literal proof, the actual proof of all these things. And you can see Zome has built up an actual house of cards to create this defense. And I'm going to be honest, one card pulled, it's all tumbling down. But I'm gonna be real. I'm not even the one that like pulled the card. He did it for me. I'm just here to commentate on it and correct the misinfo. He already ended himself. I don't really need to do much over here. But anyways, we'll keep going.
that I have nothing against Glaive except for him using AI for script writing, because once again, I never knew he was Indonesian at that time.
So, he said he has nothing against Glaive except for using AI in his script writing. And this is where I will report more misinformation on his end. Let's look at the transcript once again. So, I'm going to get you a direct quote from the man himself, the gaslighter himself. Let's listen to this.
Content you upload. Bro's acting like some hero of justice while making his own viewers listen to a ChatGPT script. Y'all are literally just watching him read whatever ChatGPT told him. And Saint or anybody else who's reacting to these videos is essentially just reacting to ChatGPT. And they probably don't even know this, so I don't blame them, right? But it's just so dystopian to me how all this time nobody realized it's all just nothing more than AI slop. Now if
So, you have reduced and boiled down his entire channel to nothing more than AI slop. Your video regarding the issue is also just a thumbnail calling his entire channel. That's what you're doing. You're calling his entire channel AI slop. Because you have a picture of his channel, ChatGPT over it, and then AI slop. So, to say that you have nothing against Glaive, when anytime you're referring to his content, it's slop, is— I don't know how you're just so comfortable lying like this. You can just say the truth a single time. Oh, wait. You lied about being black. You lied about being black. I get— if you're gonna lie about being black, you'll lie about anything. And that's the point that I'll make. You cannot trust a single fucking word this guy ever says because he lied about being black. Who does that? I don't know a lot of people that do that because it's one of the hardest lies in the world to keep up. It's really hard. So that's why nobody does it. But he's so stupid. He decided to. And now he's on the record just again lying about his feelings towards Glaive. So like I said before, I was going to provide undeniable proof that this guy is a liar. That's just another instance.
I literally said that I have nothing against him, and
Just shut the fuck— you only need to play this segment a single time. Look at how you're referring to his content. It doesn't— you're just lying again. Nobody cares.
you purposely skipped that part to gas.
What the fuck? Who cares? I don't care. I played this part in my fucking— okay, alright. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna play the exact part. We're actually play that part of the video. This guy's like— he didn't watch that. It's literally right there. It's literally right there on my— yeah, you can see it on the video. He's telling you I didn't watch it and I skipped it. It's right there. And look, he's telling you I skipped it. He's telling you I didn't watch it.
That's like your audience. He speaks perfect fluent English. How on earth am I supposed
Where's the proof that I did that?
to know that he's Indonesian? You are making completely baseless, made-up accusations of me with zero proof of anything.
So as you can see over here, Zome is continuing to say that I called him racist, and he's defending himself by saying he didn't know he was Indonesian in ESL. When in my video, I literally said it's only racist if you knew he was Indonesian in ESL. So all this guy is doing is just literally confirming the exact take I had. It's racist if you knew, and it's not racist if you didn't know. It's literally that simple. But he's going ahead and saying that I just accused him at a baseline. I have a take to make, guys. Why would somebody be this defensive unless something was actually going on? Why would somebody be this defensive when all I said was, it requires intent to be racist? Oh, wait, maybe it's because he actually is racist. Oh, it's probably because he actually is. Because he's willing to lie about being black to excuse dropping the N-bomb with the hard R everywhere he wants. Yeah, because remember, he lied about being black to excuse dropping the N-word. And then referring to it as the good old times. He's not black, but he lied about being black.
What they're trying to do is to distract everyone from the actual topic at hand. But I want to talk about the screenshots now because unlike Saint, I will give you guys a proper explanation without making shit up.
As you can see, that statement means so much less after everything we've covered already.
Explain what's going on here.
I don't even need to explain why that statement is just so fake, right?
There have been certain people in my server saying certain things at that time.
Oh, yeah?
I made a mistake there. The rules should have been stricter, and I should have been more careful. However, this was my first Discord server. I was very busy at that time, and I didn't...
So he's saying, woe is me, I'm so busy, it's my first Discord server, I can't really moderate it. I'm just going to be honest. Maybe you should just close your server down if apparently you're too busy to moderate this. I'm just going to be honest. If this guy's still on your server, I don't even know what to say. Like, you're just making up lies right now for why you're allowing racism on your server. You literally said, I don't have enough time. So are you just letting people stay and say shit like this? Like, you're literally creating a safe space for neo-Nazis as a German content creator. I don't even need to explain to you why you're so dumb.
Have time to sit there and ban one member after another because they said one word. But
now he's explaining why he can't take the time to ban people. Yeah, you're right. This is just one word. Yeah, this is pretty low priority. But then again, this is the same guy that you were chumming it up with, reminiscing about dropping the N-bomb in Rocket League.
But of course, Saint did not include it in his video because these screenshots are all taken out of context and he cannot win any argument without making up things and changing the actual reality of the context. And these are people in my server, they are not me. They are not representing me as a person.
Well, you seem to be having really good times talking to them. I mean, you seem to be having a lot of fun with neo-Nazis. So, I mean, if you're literally surrounded by racist people, you gotta remember, this is the same guy calling Glaive Keo a Jew. Gotta remember that one. Oh, yeah, no. This is a good one too. Yeah, no, that's a great one as well. Is he kind of just saying they're not me, so they can say whatever they want? Was that the excuse here? Those Discord members aren't me, so anything they say, it's not related to me. So just get off my back. So he didn't even like commit to moderating, commit to fixing up his server, commit to banning people. He just said, I can't do anything, and I'm not responsible for it. What?
They have different opinions than me. It is a very simple thing to understand. They are different from me, and I do not represent their opinions, and they do not represent me. Now,
no, they do, because they're on your server. Your server members implicitly represent you. If people from your server are dropping the most insane profanity and the most insanely racist things I've ever seen, I'm going to assume you're racist as well. Because what most non-racist people do when their server is racist is they ban the racist people. And you have literal confirmation you have neo-Nazis and racists on your server, and all you did in this video was say, yeah, woe is me, I can't do anything about it, I'm not responsible for it. But they can still stay on my server, and I'll make it a safe place for people to say shit like this. But it's not actually me, guys. What? What is this video?
As for the N-word screenshot and the pinned comment, which is the most ridiculous attempt of proving that I'm somehow racist,
you already proved it yourself. because you already mentioned this is why you pin things. It's because of the pin of shame. You have a screenshot where you wrote this. It's for the pin of shame. And so you wanted to shame somebody, try to explain the ESL situation. Shaming somebody, trying to explain how your video could be construed as racist is racist.
Let me tell
And this is after you found out he was Indonesian and isn't fluent. Look, read it. You do realize Glaive is Indonesian and is not fluent in English, so he has to use an AI translator to get his point across. And so he pins that so people can make fun of it. How is that not racist? Can some open answer from chat? How is that not racist?
you guys the context of this. First of all, how are you going to call me racist when my most viewed video on this channel is literally a video of me calling out racism in the...
The best part is, I don't even have to say anything. I just need to show that yesterday he was black, and then yesterday he was also not black. The god is self-reporting. Yeah, you are racist, bro. There's no defense at this point. You faked being a black person to excuse dropping the N-bomb. That's race. I don't. It's racist.
The Genshin community. I have experienced racism in my life.
Yeah, you were probably the one inflicting it. You were 100% the racist person. Yeah, no, you experienced it. You were the one doing it. Confirmed you were the one doing it. Yeah, you were probably cosplaying a black person. Oh, wait, no, there's proof you are. Yeah, it's not probably, you were. You did it. So, this is, everything I'm saying is factual. Literally factual.
And you claiming that I'm racist without
It's digital blackface.
any proof is something that I will not tolerate, and I am deeply hurt by. The
What is he even clutching his pearls about right now? Doe, you're racist, man.
server rules were way too strict at the time. People were getting wrongfully banned, and somebody asked me if it's okay if they use the N-word.
The server rules were too strict and everyone was getting... Yeah, you're right. The current state of the server is way better. You're right. The current state of the server is way... This guy is so retarded.
Since the N-word is being used as a substitute for words like homie or bro in a huge part of the black community and the US, I said it's fine if they use it as long as it's not being used as an insult. The rules...
And he would know best because Zome's a member of the black... Zome's a member of the black community in the US as a non-black person in Germany. As a non-black person in Germany, Zome is going to unilaterally give the N-word pass to his entire server. Because of the logic that African Americans use the... So as a non-black German, he's gonna give the N-word pass because of African American? That's so racist. I'm sorry. That's so racist. I don't... That's so racist. What the fuck? He's decided he's the arbiter. He's the arbiter of racism. He gets to give the N-word pass as a non-black German. What the fuck?
of my server literally say that I do not support racism or homophobia or an excessive use of harsh insults or anything like that. But
why is this guy not banned? He's praising Hitler and he called Glaive Keo a Jew. What is bannable then? If that's not bannable, what is? If that isn't bannable, what is?
the fact is, the N-word is being used as a normal word for a large portion of people in the US and the black community.
Okay, is the N-word being used in a... Is the N-word being used in a, in the same way that you're saying on your server? Is this how black Americans are using the N-word in the US? I'm asking you, Zome, because you're from Germany and you seem to know so much, because this is what goes on when people use the N-word on your server. This is how people use it. And this whole, I'm refusing to show how my server's using the N-word. I'm just gonna talk about racial dynamics in the US as a non-black person from Germany, and then again, never actually show my own Discord's messages. Oh, brother. He's just lying to you. Once again, like I've said before. Oh, what is this? Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, again, it's just more confirmation that the neo-Nazi racist guy that called Glaive Keo a Jew is just still on the server.
Gotcha Smack, for example, he uses the N-word in some of his videos as well.
Yeah, Gotcha Smack is black. You're not black. I think what happened was he made this video, saw that Gotcha Smack got the pass because he's black, and then was like, oh, what if I'm black too? Yeah, what if I was black? Like, what? How do you just lie about being black? And like, I love how bro's over here talking about Smack using it like he's not black.
6ix9ine, who's not even black, uses the N-word as well, and nobody cares.
Probably because 6ix9ine has the pass, because like, he hangs out with a bunch of black dudes, and you are a pasty kid from Germany, cosplaying as a black person online, and then reminiscing with neo-Nazis about the good old times where you, a non-black person, were just dropping the N-bomb with the hard R for fun. You're not 6ix9ine.
Stupid. If you fail to understand that, you simply don't have respect for other people's cultures. It's a normal thing to do for black people in the US, and I acknowledge that, so don't go around trying to spread things about me that are not true.
I don't even know what I spread that could possibly be not true.
When my most viewed video is literally a video of me calling out racism in the Genshin community.
Oh, okay. So he's gonna go back to, I'm actually not racist because I made a video calling out racism. Nah, bro, you lied about being black. No, you're racist.
You cannot make this shit up. Now, the reason why I had the...
You can't make that up either. You would not believe somebody if you heard that they lied about being black. You would not believe them because it's so ridiculous that somebody would lie about being black, because it's so absurd, but he did it. That's what I mean by you cannot make this up. I'm dumbfounded that somebody did this.
These pinned comments is so I could prove to you guys how Saint is manipulating and gaslighting his audience, and I didn't think it would actually work, but it somehow worked, so thank you for that, Saint.
He's saying that me saying that his pinned comment was racist is me gaslighting the audience. You want to know what the truth is? We've already established, right, that Zome, when he's under pressure, he panics and he lies. He panics, lies, and gets himself into some trouble because of those lies. This is going to be another instance where he does exactly that. Buckle in, let's listen.
Me pinning a comment is not proof of me being racist, since you have no way of knowing why I even pinned the comment in the first place.
We do. You already gave it. So, Zome over here is lying, and he's going to say that he didn't pin the comment to pin of shame it. Let's listen to why he pinned it.
If you can prove that I pinned the comment because according to you, I want to...
Yeah? Because you're on the record saying that it's something called the pin of shame. So, yeah, I've proven that you did it just to, again, bring shame to somebody trying to tell you about ESL people. So, yeah, that's racist.
To make fun of ESL people, which is an absolutely ridiculous claim. Prove to me how you are able to be aware of the reasons I pinned it for. If you...
Like, why is he just lying? This is what I mean. Why is Zome so comfortable just... Oh, wait. He already has an established track record of lying. So like I said, Zome is just lying throughout this entire video because he's under pressure. And it's just making shit up. It's so obvious. You can literally see it live. That's what this video is. It's just lies.
You cannot prove it, it simply means you are making up accusations out of thin air.
Remember what I said about projecting? He's saying I'm making up accusations out of thin air. This is what occurred. Zome got caught after pinning this comment, caught on his racism. We saw this proof over here, we got everything together, and now he's trying to backpedal and say, wait guys, that's not actually why I pinned it. I pinned it for a completely different reason. And you wanna know what the best thing is? Zome doesn't even give the reason for why he pinned it. He just says, Saint, you can't prove that I pinned it to shame it. Can you prove it? No, you can't. And he doesn't say why he pinned it. All he says is, you can't prove that I pinned it to shame it. Do you realize how incredibly suspicious that wording is?
Simply means you are making up accusations out of thin air.
He's projecting, saying that I'm making up accusations when he's literally doing that to me. He's trying to say that I have no proof and that I'm just lying, even though I do. And that is the false accusation that he's bringing to the table.
To fool your audience into believing a fictional reality.
So he says that the idea that he pinned it to be racist and bring shame to that comment explaining ESL, he's saying that's not why he did it.
What I was trying to say there is that if he used a normal translator for it, it would still be his own original script, and since the phrasing...
So, this is what I said about Zome's comment over here. Virgil made that post, right, talking about ESL and the issues. Zome responded with, I hate that Glaive uses AI on his scripts. My solution is that Glaive should use AI on his scripts. And I said, wow, this guy is so... He literally did this just to attack Glaive. That's when I knew this was just to attack Glaive. And now that I know he's pinning these posts, it's a racist attack against Glaive. Because he called out Glaive for using AI, and his solution to the call out, just use more AI.
And the word choice would remain exactly the same.
This guy is speaking as an expert. So I guess Zome is also Indonesian too. Because he knows... Right? He's saying this as a fact. You can just write in Indonesian, translate it directly to English, and you can just make it a video. That's what he's saying over here, right? He's speaking as an expert. So he's black, Indonesian, German. Bro, he's everything.
The AI score wouldn't be at like 99%, which is why I'm very confident he is in fact letting AI do most of his work. There is a massive difference between translating a fully fleshed out script and letting ChatGPT write the script for you.
Have you ever done it yourself, Zome? We just had Zome speaking like an expert, knowing how Indonesian translates to English. He spoke like an expert over there, and now he's speaking like an expert over here, saying he knows what you need to input into ChatGPT to make a script.
But I will say this, if he is actually doing a lot of work himself and he's in fact not using AI, which would honestly be a surprise to me, but if it's a fact, if he can prove that he's not using AI, then I apologize. Then
how about this, Zome? How about you apologize for your incredibly offensive statements over here?
I don't even know this, so I don't blame them, right? But it's just so dystopian to me how all this time nobody realized it's all just nothing more than AI slop. Now,
you said it's nothing more than AI slop. Let me go ahead and show you a Glaive Keo. Let's just look at Glaive Keo's channel for a second over here. And don't worry, buddy. You got your own time in the sun. You just went ahead
nearly
and you
62% from
his entire channel, all his videos are AI slop. That was the word you used. They're nothing more than that. Who do you think edited this video? Who do you think made Glaive's art over here? You have gone ahead and you've taken all of the non-AI work in this video, in all of his videos, and then reduced all of them. You literally do it. It's all just nothing more than AI slop. It's nothing more. So you're saying the editing, the title, the thumbnail, all of it, garbage. All of it, trash. It's all worthless content, slop, just because it has AI. You're washing away all the work put into the editing, all the work put into everything else in the video, and you're saying it's all slop because it's AI. Do you know what that means? You're calling his content bad just because of AI. So you're lying again. You said you just didn't want AI in the script writing. No, because you said all of his videos are nothing more than AI slop. You're saying his videos are bad exclusively because of AI. That's all it is. And you know that's the wording that you intended. Because why the fuck else is your title exposing the biggest liar of the space? What did Glaive ever lie about? And he's the guy that's saying he has no negative feelings towards Glaive Keo. He had no negative intent at all. Right.
then I was wrong. It was my bad. I was judging too quickly. And as for the other pinned comment, there is something called a pin of shame.
So now he's going to say, I used the pin of shame for one comment, but I didn't use the pin of shame for the other one. And he never gave the reason for why he pinned that first comment. All he said was, well, you can't prove I pinned it because of the pin of shame. When everything surrounding you, Zome, shows that you're racist because you'll lie about being black, you'll chum it up with neo-Nazis, all of that. There's literal proof that you're doing all of these things. When everything in this situation is pointing towards you as racist, I'm going to assume that most of the things you do have racist intent. And so, the only proof we have is that you pinned a comment and then you called it the pin of shame. That's the proof that we have. But considering how the rest of your actions have been incredibly racist regarding everything else in this situation, I'm going to assume that this was a racist attack as well. This is a situation where the fork, unfortunately, has been found in the kitchen because you lied about being black and you hang out with neo-Nazis.
And I pinned that comment because of how stupid and embarrassing the claim is. 99% of people with a functional brain would understand that. You just made up a reason in your head as to why I pinned that comment.
No, I didn't, because it's all right here. You gave the reason. So yeah, you wanted to shame the idea. You wanted people to comment on it and brigade the post, where the guy was just trying to explain to you how your video could be construed as racist. And then you wanted people to shame that.
And you acted like it's a fact. This is defamation at its finest.
No, it's not. You wanna know what's defamation? Your entire fucking video. What I just watched. Because I've gone through and I've documented every single time you have actually lied about my video. You said I skipped parts, and then said, oh, looky over here, he's just trying to dodge my arguments. And you played entirely unrelated B-roll from a different part of the video, and just lied about where I skipped.
Another thing, you claim that I think AI is bad. You keep saying I said AI is bad. And
yeah, no. We've already established that. You said Glaive Keo, his entire channel, every single part of his content, it's nothing more than AI slop. And so the existence of just AI in his videos was enough for you to consider everything he's done complete garbage. So on the basis of just AI, once again, it's all nothing more. Peep that wording. It's nothing more than AI slop. You know what that literally means?
All just nothing.
It means this is just trash because it's AI. And so in your video, in your own video, where you refuse to play the context once again, you yourself have said AI is the only reason why Glaive's content is trash.
I have a problem with AI in general. You keep claiming that.
Yep.
Why don't you show us the exact moment in which I said it? Oh shit. To me, how all this time nobody realized it's all just nothing more than AI slop. Now,
Dude, he just lies.
you
It's
can't
so
because
easy.
I never said it.
That's why I said this video is a slam dunk. It's so easy. But unfortunately, there's so many lies in here. There's so many lies in this video. The recording's gonna be super fucking long because there's so many that I have to call out every time.
In fact, in the part of the video which you skipped on purpose during your reaction,
So, Zome is once again lying about the part of the video that I skipped. Once again, the only part of the video I skipped is this dog shit piece where he misreads complaints as companies and then monologues for 3 fucking minutes. And now he's lying again and just saying that I skipped even more info.
I literally said that there's nothing wrong with using AI unless you're letting it do all the hard work for you.
Unless you're letting it do all the hard work for you. Let's check that statement. Once again, you qualified all of Glaive Keo's content as nothing more than AI slop. When we've already taken a look at it, the editing is done by a human, thumbnails done by a human, everything except the script is made by a human. And so, you said his content, when the only thing that isn't human made is AI, is nothing more than AI slop. That was your exact wording. And now you've decided to adjust it. Let's hear the revised version.
Unless you're letting it do all the hard work for you.
Oh, so suddenly now it's unless you let it do all the hard work for you. But the only thing Glaive used it for was scripts, and you said his videos were nothing more than AI slop. So which one is it? Because AI didn't edit this fucking video. There's hard work in editing. So hard work wasn't done by AI for this video, but you called it nothing more than AI slop. Because that's literally what happened in your video. And it's ironic that you're telling me and you're telling your community that I skipped your video and dodged these arguments when you're literally just lying about what you said. You're lying about what you yourself said in your own fucking video. And you're saying that I skipped and missed it when you're literally just revising your statements after the fucking fact. What a manipulative, stupid little freak. But the good news is, I'm here to sniff out every single time he lies. And we've gotten such a diabolical list going, it's going to be insane.
For you. And you cannot compare taking down a few notes to writing a full script. You also have no way
Why not? When did Zome become the arbiter of AI?
of proving that I'm racist because I never said anything about Glaive being Indonesian or his
Yeah, and you want to know what I said in my video once again? We'll just play it again because this guy really loves... This guy really loves being embarrassed. Let me play my part of the video again. Make fun of you. So this video when you know all the facts, when you know all the facts, when you know, like I said before, there's a reason why Zome is refusing to actually play my video, ever. He hasn't played a single one of my clips in 9 minutes. All he's done is say that I'm lying, say that I'm gaslighting, say that I'm not telling the truth, and he hasn't played a single one of my clips.
English skills. This has nothing to do with him being Indonesian or being bad at English.
Exactly. Because I said if you had the context, it's racist. And that was your opportunity to step in and confirm whether or not you had the context. And so, in this instance, because you're saying you didn't have the context, I'm not going to view it as racist. But since you're on the record lying about something like as crazy as being black, I'm actually now going to assume you're just lying about not knowing. Do you see what the issue is when you're caught lying this much in a video like this? I can now call into question every single thing, every single like subjective thing in this video where you're saying, guys, you have to trust me. I didn't know these things about Glaive. I promise you, I wasn't being racist. I didn't know those things. But in the same vein, you're lying to that exact audience that you're asking to trust you by lying about something as crazy as being black. So now your audience is supposed to believe you when it comes to you not knowing about Glaive and Indonesian and stuff, but that's the same audience you lied about being black to. Why should that audience trust you? And can you prove you're not lying about the Glaive thing too? You're on the record lying about being black. You need to provide proof that you're not lying about these statements because you're on the record literally caught. And so every single non-proven take that you made can just be refuted with, you already lied before in a high-pressure situation. Why? How do we know you're not just lying here? And in a similar vein, he's saying that he was a minor when this N-bomb drop in Rocket League happened. Proof? Because you already lied one time regarding this N-bomb in Rocket League, saying you were black. Are you just lying about being a minor at the time too? This is the thing. There's no proof for any of this stuff. And he's been caught lying already about something fucking massive. So yes, you cannot trust what he's saying here when he says he didn't know about Glaive being Indonesian. He didn't know about Glaive being ESL because he very easily could have, and he's just lying to make himself not look racist because that's what he does. He's on the record lying to his audience to appear less racist. That's a fact. That is a fact. So how do you know he didn't do it again?
He could very easily write the scripts without using AI to write it for him by writing it in Indonesian and simply translating it into English.
Proof? Is there proof on your end that it's that easy to do it? Otherwise, he's just making shit up again that he has no expertise in.
This is completely different from using AI to write the script for you, and you cannot compare these two things.
Again, he's speaking like an expert, saying he actually knows these things, saying them matter of fact when it's not true.
You fail to understand that, you have zero knowledge about AI and how these detectors work.
So he's using his lack of knowledge and his lack of comprehension to say that there's a problem with me. He incorrectly stated how it works and said, if you don't agree with the wrong explanation I gave, there's something wrong with you.
You completely made it up to trick the stream into hating on me for something that literally does not exist.
What? Bro, I don't even know what to say. What are we even talking about anymore? Like, you're a lying racist.
All I did was expose Glaive Kyo for using AI-generated scripts, which is a fact, and you are going out of your way to make up false accusations about me, claiming
I didn't. I said, if you knew the info about Glaive and then you still made this video, it's racist. I said, if he knew all of the stuff that I know about Glaive and he still made this video, he's racist. Because it would be a fact. If you knew about ESL, you knew about this stuff, you knew the reason why he's using AI, and you still made that video and worded it in the same way, it would be racist. That's a fact. I don't think anyone can disagree with that. When you're going ahead and you're equating his entire video, his entire channel to being nothing more than AI slop, and that it's all just trash, garbage, nonsense, because he uses AI to get over a language barrier, that would be racist. And this is the thing. You being this defensive over me stating a hypothetical leads me to assume that there's actually something to hide here. Because why would you be this defensive about defending yourself when I never even said you were racist? I said there's a possibility. It depends on what you know. But now this guy is going ahead and just vehemently saying, I didn't know, I promise, just like I promise you I was actually black. I promise you, it's just like, sure, buddy, sure.
Mean that I'm racist. You pre-watched the video instead of reacting live to it, which I have proof of. You
No, I didn't.
then skipped some of the most important
I pre-watched this video because it's an attack on me.
sections of the video. You lied about me. You didn't provide any valid criticism. You didn't have any proof of my evidence being invalid.
He's not going to play any clips from my video. So Zome has already been proven on the record to be a liar regarding my video. Said I skipped parts. I showed you the only part I skipped was that bullshit part that he had. He's just lying, right? He's never going to show any actual clips to indicate or detail what he's talking about here. But that's what works, right? For the Saint Bad audience. You can just say that I did something bad and get updates. It doesn't actually matter if you don't have proof, if you don't show any evidence. You can just say that I did a bad thing, have B-roll from fucking Genshin Impact on the screen, and you will have people agreeing with you. That's called appealing to the retarded. And if that's what you want to do with your YouTube channel, go for it. Because he doesn't show any proof here.
You ignored all of my points and instead just resorted to calling me racist, a hoyoshil, and stupid.
Proof?
Alright, so first of all, you're not fooling anyone, buddy. He didn't actually react to the video in real time. He pre-watched it, and there's a good reason for that. At the start of the stream, we can literally see a big fat red bar on the right side on my...
Guys, he's saying that this means I pre-watched his video. He's saying that the bar of the progress bar being 1/3 of the way there is me pre-watching his video. Hey guys, you want to know something crazy? Do you want to know what I did when I first made this progress bar? I'll tell you exactly what I did because Zome is creating the most ridiculous fan fiction I've ever fucking heard. I got linked this video, right?
Recently,
and somebody said, Saint, you're mentioned in this. And so do you want to know what I do? I tab around to see when I mentioned. And I see myself here. Those bulls. Pause out. And then I'm like, okay, let's watch it for stream tomorrow. And that's literally where it is. So this guy has managed to turn me skimming through a vid to see if it's worth reacting to the day before. And is like, look, he went into this to pre-watch it. Brother, it's at the 1/3 mark. Not even there. It's at like the fucking 1/4 mark. What was even pre-watched in the fucking vid? Do you see how desperate Zome is to try to find something to disprove what I'm saying? He went in with Saint is just lying, gaslighting, and manipulating the entire time. And the first instance of like proof that he shows is this. Fucking this. When it's literally explained by, hey, I'm just skimming a video the day before to see if it's worth watching. Good golly gee. And this is why I did that whole preamble about pre-watching at the start, ladies and gentlemen. Because he's saying shit this stupid to try to defend himself.
Right side on my video. So he did clearly pre-watch it because otherwise there's no way he could have possibly defended Glaive. Now,
so his argument is Saint could not have reacted to that video unless he pre-watched it. What? Maybe you need to pre-watch videos that you react to make non-retarded takes? Because even in this video, which you definitely pre-watched for, your takes are still dog shit. So I'm not exactly sure what that statement was even supposed to mean. Are you saying that I've pre-watched every video I've ever reacted? Yo, I'm gonna be honest. Hey, I respect you for thinking that I have enough time to pre-watch every single react that I've ever made, but I don't. And the idea that you think I needed to pre-watch your video to call you a dumb piece of shit is ridiculous because I've already done it for people that are way smarter than you. Like, you are severely overestimating yourself, Zome, in this circumstance, and that's a crazy thing to do when you're friends with a neo-Nazi. Sorry, I just needed to weave that one in there. Anyways, let's keep going.
before we go into everything else, let me make something clear. He claims that my baseline take of the video is AI is bad. He says that...
we already confirmed that. You said it right here. You said Glaze videos, which involve a massive amount of work that isn't AI. Glaze videos are nothing more than AI slop because he used AI. It's a fact. You said it here.
To me, how all this time nobody realized it's all just nothing more than AI slop.
Nothing more. So you're saying all the other work put in, AI's presence makes it all worthless. It's literally worth nothing because it's nothing more than AI. That's the literal wording that you used. Offensive wording towards Glaive. So once again, let's stop lying about what we said in our video. Let's just stop lying and trying to whitewash what we said in our video.
Multiple times throughout the video, claiming that I think AI itself is bad.
And the baseline take is AI is bad. This is the one part that he'll play. The one clip he plays for me is 10 minutes and 48 seconds in. And you want to know what it has? No questions about it. And that is the take of the video creator. If you use AI in any context, it's bad.
Saying if that's
I play this clip right afterwards.
it's all just
No, I'll just show you. I'll just show you. Fuck it. I want to see exactly what I said and exactly was brought up afterwards. What was my outfit here? Of the video creator. If you use AI in any no, it's a different outfit. Anyways, he decided to go back to one of the initial videos that we made. And when I'm saying this, on this exact part that I'm saying this, you can see over here, we're on this part of the video.
to me how all this time nobody realized it's all just nothing more than AI slop. Now,
So after he says that, right? Look at what's on the screen. It's the AI checker. And so immediately after he says Glaive's videos are nothing more than AI slop, I say this. Of the video creator. If you use AI in any context, it's bad.
saying
So Zome decided to, when editing this video, he spliced out the part where I reacted to this and only took my statements afterwards. He completely spliced out the context where I just reacted to him saying Glaive's content was bad because it's AI. Use AI in any context, it's bad.
saying if
Because I just had heard this.
to me how all this time nobody realized it's all just nothing more than AI slop. Now,
So I had just reacted to that. And then he proceeded to literally just omit that context. So it looks like I just said he's saying AI is bad as a whole.
if that's the case, would you mind showing us the exact moment in which I said it?
Your wish is my command.
Right? But it's just so dystopian to me how all this time nobody realized it's all just nothing more than AI slop. Now,
Anyways,
because I never said that, and if you cannot provide evidence of that, it is not true. In fact, in the last part of the video, which he skipped on purpose, I said it's completely fine to use AI as long as it's just for finding information and summarizing complicated things. I never said AI is the problem. But it's all just nothing more than AI slop. Now,
anyways,
what I said was that using it to write the full script for you is a problem. So would you mind explaining to us why you're lying about me, lying to your audience, and literally gaslighting?
because you said every single part of Glaive's video was bad and slop because AI was only used for one part of it. And so you have said an entire video is bad because one part of it is AI. That's literally your own words.
The entire stream into believing something that is not true. Do you
So once again, you're saying that I'm lying, gaslighting, and manipulating my stream when that's the only thing you're doing in this video. You're trying to lie, gaslight, and manipulate your audience into believing you
right?
never said this.
But it's just so dystopian to me how all this time nobody realized it's all just nothing more than AI slop. Now,
This is projection. Anytime Zome uses the word gaslighting, lying, manipulating, it's because that's all he's doing in this video. It's so clear.
do you realize how disrespectful that is to all the people who are subscribed to you? I sure hope so, because
Zome would know best how disrespectful certain statements can be to his audience. Yeah, because I feel like this is pretty disrespectful. So I would take it from him firsthand what it means to disrespect your audience. Because this is a great example of it.
you clearly lied about me on purpose, just like in all the other points you made about me.
Is that sentence just funny to anybody after all we've been through today? That sentence is just funny, right?
You also skipped the part in which I exposed Glaive for false
So this guy's just going to say that I skipped parts of his video. He's just lying. I don't know why he's repeatedly saying that I skipped parts of his video when I've seen them and I've already commented on them. So bro's just lying to you, saying I didn't watch it, and then coming up with some revision of his video to explain himself.
information on Wuthering Waves. You skipped the part in which I explain why AI is a problem and when it is a problem. You skipped the part in which I literally explain the method of how I fairly tested all the videos, and a lot more. I'm waiting.
No, I didn't. What the fuck are you even talking about, brother? I literally saw the exact fucking part. What the hell?
This dude's saying, I didn't watch these parts. This guy's saying, I just didn't watch these parts. I don't even know what to say. He's saying that I literally skipped this part of the video, talking about how he tested shit. It's like all on the screen. He's saying that I skipped things in my 1 hour react to his 13-minute video, that I skipped things when all I skipped, once again, was his dog shit breakdown of like Glaive's content. Because once again, guys, he can't read. This is the only part I skipped.
Here's the real danger. When you're shutting down good faith criticism, you're not just silencing companies, you're hurting the game in the long run. Dude, you could have just said something like, when you're shutting down genuine or good faith criticism,
and just watch when I look at the bottom of
Why would you put your...
Why do you think I just tabbed over to look at that shit? Why do you think I just tabbed over to look at that shit at the bottom?
You're not just silencing companies in there. If it
Why
was a
am I
human
doing
being
that?
writing that script, you wouldn't even get the idea to put
Why
this
am I
into your
doing
script
that?
because it simply doesn't make any sense in that context.
This guy is such a joke, bro. And again, do you guys see why I said I'm embarrassed to be the subject matter of this video?
Waiting for an explanation because so far, the only thing you did was lie to all the people who like to watch you.
Did I? Or is this you spinning up one of the biggest web of lies the space has seen to defend yourself? And now you're directing every single one of those lies at me because you got caught. Because I'm the one that exposed you, and so you're attempting to damage my reputation by using the worst argumentations I've ever seen on Earth. You also literally sunk your own fucking case by lying about being black. Who does that?
After that, I mentioned that I'm going to explain what made me realize that Glaive's video is AI, and he for some reason interprets that as me providing evidence.
Saying that somebody using the rule of threes in a video script is evidence of them using... Hey, who wrote the Three Musketeers? This motherfucker Alexandre Dumas was using AI! That's just funny.
I clearly said at the beginning that this is only about how I realized it was AI. Well, let me tell you guys exactly what it was about his video that made me realize he's 100%.
Don't you love how Zome's gonna suddenly play clips from his own videos now, but he refused to play any clips from any of my content? Why do you think Zome never actually played a full clip from any of my videos? Not a single one. And the only one he showed, we proved that he was explicitly, intentionally removing context. The only clip he showed in the video thus far, he intentionally removed context.
Using AI. But he interprets that as me providing evidence. So either he has underdeveloped comprehension skills, or he's just trying to gaslight his viewers.
So this is why I said you saying the rule of threes is enough to indict somebody. Because these are the examples you showed. You ready?
He's using the exact same phrasing 3 times within the first minute of this video.
There were no kits, no animations, not even a blurry screenshot.
That's called the rule of threes.
We watched the 2.8 developer livestream hoping for a teaser, a roadmap, or just a little hint of what we will get.
That's another rule of threes. So essentially, you said, I got suspicious he was using AI because he used the rule of threes. And I said, that's a pretty retarded basis to be making a video. I said, that's a pretty crazy basis to accuse someone of using AI when your examples are 3 sentences where somebody used the rule of threes.
The drought was real, the reliable leakers were empty-handed, and the community's excitement was starting to curdle into genuine frustration.
Yeah, it's just 3 things listed in an order, and he's saying, that was enough for the alarm bells for AI to start going off in my head. These 3 sentences. So, I'm going to be honest over here. That's the weakest bit of evidence I've ever seen. So,
He then claims that I don't understand the rule of 3 because according to him, that was the only reason I thought it was AI.
yeah, because the only thing similar about those 3 sentences was that they all used the rule of threes. They all use like different filler words, different transition words, and like different ways to group them up in threes. The only thing similar between all 3 of the examples was that they just used the rule of threes. That was it.
And once again, this is not what I said. What I said was that he used the rule of 3 times within 1 minute. My problem is not him using the rule of 3, it's the fact he uses it 3 times within 1 minute. Yes, the rule of 3 is a thing that you're supposed to do when writing, but it's also used in every single ChatGPT script. And since he used...
Hey guys, you want to know what else is used in every single form of writing and also every ChatGPT script? Capitalization, and punctuation, and commas, and periods, and quotation marks.
It that often, this is what made me realize the video...
Oh, and semicolons too.
...was AI. And you...
So bro is basically saying, yeah, this very common writing term, this very common writing practice, very common, that's used everywhere. Everyone uses it, and ChatGPT uses it too, and that's why I got suspicious. Does that, like, as a reason to investigate somebody even make sense? No. So let me provide you the real reason for why he decided to investigate Glaive Keo for AI. Because this guy fucking is jealous of Glaive Keo.
Don't even know this, so I don't blame them, right? But it's just so dystopian to me how all this time nobody
He's jealous that he has no growth, no viewers, no bitches, and so he's going ahead and he just wanted to make a hit piece about Glaive Keo. And the actual realization that you'll have based off this weak-ass reasoning that he provided over here by saying the rule of 3s, everyone uses it and AI uses it, so that's why I got suspicious. What the fuck does that even mean? That doesn't even make sense. Because it doesn't make sense, and it still doesn't make sense after the reason he provided, it's just because he wanted to attack Glaive. That's it. It was just to attack Glaive.
You are trying to make it seem like this is the sole reason why I think the video was AI generated. Which is funny because you literally pre-watched the video. So at
No, I didn't.
that point, you already knew I was going to show actual evidence.
Okay, so Zome is now going ahead. He's accused me of making up lies. Zome is literally doing that right now because he's saying I pre-watched the entire video because the progress bar is literally 0.25 of the way there. I don't even understand how you can believe that. How is he believing that I pre-watched the whole video when it's 0.25% of the way there? That doesn't even make sense, but he's still saying it.
And elaborate. And
that's how desperate he is to defend himself right now because he has been caught so bad. He's literally fully exposed. And so he's just throwing everything he fucking can. The whole kitchen sink, random bullshit go, right? He's doing all of that just to find anything, cast the widest net possible to try to invalidate all of the legitimate claims being made against him. Because yes, there's nothing in this video that's going to deny the fact that you love hanging out with neo-Nazis on your Discord server. You love hearing about white supremacy and Hitler on your Discord server. And you lie about being black. Those are facts that are indisputable.
And instead of providing counter-arguments or any valid criticism, you're just putting words in my mouth I never actually said.
Instead of providing reasons and explanations for why Zome's Discord server is racist, he's just going to actually create fan fiction against me and publish it as a video. Because once again, he doesn't play a single one of my clips. He just lies about my videos and provides no context. I can't actually believe that there was a video like this made and people can actually believe it. He played 0 clips from my videos and just said I'm a liar for 20 minutes. How could anyone believe this? That's all he did. Just say that I'm a liar, hurl accusations, and not show any actual proof.
Before I address the next point, he thinks I'm a hoyo shill.
Yeah, no, he's just literally a hoyo shill.
Which is kind of a ridiculous thing to say when I literally criticized the games countless of times. I have
Just shut up, you fucking hoyo shill.
countless videos criticizing and mocking the game.
Nobody
for
cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
How bad it is. I've also been playing WoA since release. I enjoy
Nobody cares.
both games, and this
Nobody cares. Okay. I'm gonna skip this part because I don't even know why it's in here because nobody cares. You're a racist neo-Nazi. Oh, sorry. You might not be a neo-Nazi. You just hang out with them and reminisce about dropping the N-bomb as a non-black person with them. So you're maybe not one, but you have close relationships to them. You lie about being black. You announce. Oh, this is my favorite one. You announce hit pieces towards other CCs in your Discord and then invite people to call them Jews as well. I'm sorry, that happened too. So, yeah, I don't know what this whole I play Wuthering Waves thing is even doing in this video because you're literally racist.
has nothing to do with the topic of this video. Stop trying to make it a thing that's about Hoyo versus Kuro, because it's not about that.
That's the only thing that you did. We're over here watching this video talking about how you're a racist piece of shit, and you decided to introduce the Hoyo versus Kuro into the conversation. I don't why am I getting blamed for everything? How is he doing all this shit, fucking all this shit up, and then you put that shit in your video? Why are you blaming me? What? Claims being made over here is that every single video, right, every single one is AI generated.
Another thing I want to mention is that we don't know you. But if every single video is being detected as like 99%,
why is this guy just lie? Like, he thinks I remember his video better than he does. That's pathetic. I remember his video more than he does.
But if every single video is being detected as like 99%
I think I know what's going on. Zome is incredibly comfortable with gaslighting his viewers this much in one video because he thinks his viewers are retarded. Because I don't know how else you can just comfortably lie like that in your video and not get called out for it unless your viewer base is retarded. How is he just able to lie like this? The Genshin Impact player base is genuinely impressive, where a creator can just lie about what they said in their videos, say they didn't say it, lie about how they didn't say it, and then call the other person a liar when they get called out. So the Genshin meta literally is put out a take with misinfo, get called out, farm that drama, and then just say you never said it. And then your audience is too dumb, because that's what's happening in Zome's case. His audience is too dumb to even verify anything being said. That's crazy.
Another thing,
now I know why he said, yeah, my audience is going to understand my message. Because they don't understand anything because they're fucking retarded. Because how does this video, anyone that liked this video, seeing how much blatant lies are in here, good lord, what is wrong with you? Genuinely, what's wrong with you?
thing I want to mention is that we don't know 100% for sure if he's using AI in all his videos, but he is certainly using it in a lot of them.
Equating? Oh, so this statement over here, you're just gonna pretend this statement didn't happen.
But if every single video is being detected as like 99% AI, it's kind of hard to ignore this.
So is it or is it not? Are you saying that all of his videos are AI or are they not?
But if every single video is being detected as like 99% AI...
Which one is it? Oh, you're like a fucking Katy Perry song. It's like, oh, all of Glaz's videos are AI, but they're not. I'm black, but I'm not. What the fuck is going... Like, how do you just go 180 like this? So much in one video. The usage of the rule of threes in a video script to using AI is not a real premise.
Buddy, this first example is an introduction to the point I was going to explain later on.
You said the only reason... You said what roused your suspicions about Glaive Keo using AI was the rule of threes. Do I need to fucking replay your video? I'll just fucking replay your video again because you're too retarded to remember what you even made. Like, that's what half of this is. It's just reminding you of what you published. Because you seem to have forgotten. You literally seem to have forgotten what you've even written in your own goddamn videos. So let's hear the reason for why you thought it was AI from yourself, Zome. From your own lips alone. Let's hear why you thought it was AI.
Titled Wuthering Waves just soft rebooted itself. Now that title in itself is already pretty weird, but that aside, all it takes is just the first minute of this video to realize it's 100% AI.
Dude.
He's using the exact same phrasing 3 times with...
So, when I said your premise of him using AI was him using the rule of threes, that's literally what you said! That's literally what was said in your video. The only reason why this react is too long, or 2 hours long, is because he's just denying literal things said in his video. He's just literally denying reality.
Not actual part of the evidence, and I made that very clear. If you fail to comprehend something as basic and simple as this, the problem is not me because I made sure to use the right words. The problem is you for having underdeveloped comprehension skills.
You accused me of calling you racist because you couldn't understand what I was fucking saying. You accused me of being racist because you literally could not understand that. The context is able to respond without using a translator, we're gonna make fun of you. So this video, when you know all the facts, because this guy couldn't understand my English, he said I called him racist. I don't get the point that's being made here.
Yeah, you know why that is? Because you literally misunderstood and rephrased every single one of my arguments 2 minutes into the video. Instead
Brother, you're rephrasing your fucking ethnicity. Just what the fuck are you even saying? Just move on. Let's finish this up.
of trying to understand my reasoning, you just resort to calling me slurs and rephrasing my statements to the...
Brother, you have neo-Nazis on your server. What are you even doing here? Brother, what are you doing here talking about slurs? Your Discord called Glaive Keo a Jew after you painted a target on his back. Bro, you called him a Jew after you painted a target on his back. Sorry, not you, but your best friend. Your best friend. Not you. My bad. Your best friend did.
The point where they don't make sense anymore. Every single one of your arguments can very simply be debunked by just watching the full video, which you didn't even do because you knew exactly that it would make your entire reaction invalid. And
no, I skipped one part of your dog shit video where you couldn't read the word complaints and read it as companies and then went on a 3-minute monologue about your own inability to read. You have taken me skipping that one part and then have manipulated it, literally gaslighted your audience into believing that I suddenly started skipping all of your actual good arguments. When in reality, this is what occurred, Zome. And I'm gonna make sure to actually not watch the rest of this video just so I can piss you off a little bit more. This is what your video is. This video is you lying about the history of events, understanding that your audience has a mental fucking disability, and they literally won't remember what was in your original video, they won't remember what's in mine, and they'll just believe any of the actual bullshit you just spout for fucking fun here. This was literally an 18-minute and 55-second video, but my react is unedited, about 2 hours long. Do you want to know why? Because I had to address, bring receipts for, and disprove every actual piece of misinformation that was in this video. And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know that somebody could put this much misinformation in one fucking sub 20-minute video. I have never seen people unilaterally just say you're one of the dumbest people that they've ever met. And I'm gonna be real, you're probably the dumbest person that I've ever met. Because how does somebody that lives in Germany, where you literally have like anti-Nazi laws, how do you create a safe space for neo-Nazis with that context of your fucking existence? How dumb can you be? Brother, I'm just gonna be real. After this video's published, you're probably gonna get a call from the police after they see what the fuck you're doing. You're probably liable for something for having this shit on a server you fucking manage. So yeah, I'm just gonna be honest, man. I could finish this one up. Fuck it, let's put it on 2x. Let's just see if he's got anything left. I think I'm done commenting on stuff because we basically exposed every single lie. But let's just see if there's any more. Let's do a final check.
Another thing, take a look at this.
Wait, there's a new one? Oh, dear. Did he make a post? Oh, dearie me. Check this. What's this? This is the same guy that called Glaive Keo a Jew. Just so y'all know. That's another one. All right, let's wrap this one up. I'm ready to go overtime for this.
As you guys can see, all of their scripts were not being detected as AI. Not a single one had even 1% AI in it.
Not a single one even had 1% AI in it. Okay. You can literally see right here, this one says 4%. Like, you can literally see right here, this one says 4%. And we just saw one that had 4% mixed.
Yeah, it says 4% mixed, not 4% AI.
Yeah, so does not even 1% AI mean 4%? So we're like just both nitpicking here, right? And that's fine. But if the idea is that 4% mixed means not even 1% AI, that doesn't even make sense.
Activate your brain cells, dude. Is he even listening to what I'm saying? I said not a single one had 1% AI, and this one says mixed. You are
Well, you also show another one in your video where it says 4% AI. So, I don't... Like, should I just pull it up? Yeah, no, he shows one in his video that's like 4% AI. Oh, there you go. 1%. Dumbass. Oh, yeah, there we go. So, if we're on the topic of calling each other stupid because you can't see, here's one of your scripts that you put in with 1% in your own fucking video. So, like, again, I remember his video better than he does. And so if he's telling you, just trust me, bro, Saint was wrong about this, I'm actually right, I've disproven every single time he's done that. Zome has turned his inability to remember his own video into an attack on me.
He literally cannot remember the own content he made 2 days ago. I remember it better than he does, and he's attacking me because I remember his video better than he does. This is so pathetic.
Twisting my words because you cannot win any argument without manipulating and gaslighting your audience.
So, to wrap up this intro segment,
In this moment, he even acknowledges that it was an intro, and instead of correcting his previous claims, which were based on his assumption I was already providing evidence, he just keeps talking about the rule of three, which was purely an introduction into the video and not actual evidence.
I'm done listening to this guy. Let's just say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still undefeated when it comes to the gotcha space and when it comes to drama. And I don't think I will be defeated for a while. Because every single time you see a challenger step into the ring and attempt to do these so-called cancellations, it just always turns out there's something way worse about the other side of the party. And this is the craziest fucking thing. All we did was react to his vid to correct the misinfo. We can make a whole separate video about this later, guys. We could just, like, somebody has the opportunity to farm like crazy. This guy's cosplaying being a black person to excuse his own racism. Like, that should be the real priority over here. We probably didn't even need to react. We probably could have just kept it short and did all of that. But I feel like this was a fun little breakdown for everybody, so we just went ahead and we went for it. And I think we might have inspired Tectone to come back to the gotcha space too. After this one, we'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that we have a bit of an update once again from the Zome Discord. And let's just say, bro might be a bit rattled. There's somebody over here talking about gathering dirt on me as a result of our response to his video, right? Helping Zome get back on the offensive, get him back on the horse after we absolutely trampled all over his body digitally. Yeah, right? People are talking about, should we post about him? Should we gather more glue? Evan Downs? Let's get him. And Zome just responds with N-O period in capital letters. His own, just N-O. Don't do it. Please stop. Looks like the guy's Discord is dead. Looks like the guy's Discord is dead. Because that's why all these people joined. They didn't join because they want to watch Zome's content. They didn't join because they wanted to join Zome's community. They joined because they wanted to see me fall. That's why they joined. And unfortunately, they're not getting that because Zome is a dumb piece of shit and can't fucking get the job done. And we've already explained why. Just a bit of an update. Hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, I don't feel the need to react to this anymore. I've already listed out for you guys in precise detail every single point of literal misinformation, lies, and actual gaslighting performed by Zome. It was a pleasure sharing this time with all of you, but it's time to move on because I've got bigger fish to fry, and this guy's got, I guess, more racist messages and Discord members to chat with. Let me know what you all thought about this one, ladies and gentlemen, and peace out.